Well, he is a legend on the stage, performing with an iconic rock band, one of the most recognizable bands in history. Their music and their look, unmistakable.
Yes, we are talking about Kiss, of course. Their hard-rocking songs, unmistakable makeup, and unmatched presence on stage have made them true rock and roll heroes. And for one member, it's not just about music. He's creating another form of art on stage with his bandmates, and off stage created masterpieces on canvas.
And we are so happy to welcome, after a long and delayed flight across the country, he's here with us, though. We're happy to see Paul Stanley. Thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here. I literally just got off the airplane and I said, I have to go to Channel 3.
Why, thank you. We really do appreciate that. We're a priority. We do appreciate that. Well, thanks again for talking to us. We did know that you're very familiar with Philadelphia. We kind of chatted with you during the commercial break.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about your Philly love.
Well, I go back to Tower Theater, playing the Tower Theater. I was here for Live Aid, getting thrown off the side of the stage because I wasn't famous. But RFK Stadium, Spectrum, great cannolis, great food here. You know, it's
cheesesteak, of course.
Yeah, you know.
Well, we know we love the band. Obviously, it's an iconic band. Obviously, we know about your music, but there's another side of you that we want to talk to folks about as well. You're an accomplished artist as well, not just canvas, but also sculptures. Tell us a little bit about some of your beautiful works of art.
Boy, I'm impressed. Paul Stanley, he's special. About 18 years ago, I was going through a tumultuous time, and a friend of mine said, you should paint. And I was kind of taken aback, but it resonated, so I went out and bought canvases, and I bought paints, and I thought the first thing I should paint is a self-portrait. Luckily, other people saw it and knew it was me, so I knew that it was okay. And then I just started on this journey of painting, and 18 years later, it's, I would have to say it's a phenomenon. If we're to judge by sales, there are over $10 million in sales. Wow. And I tend to paint what appeals to me, and I've always believed that when you do something that appeals to you, it will appeal to other people. I don't second guess anybody with my art. I try to do something that stays true to me, and it seems to resonate with people. And I love the idea of people enjoying art without the intimidation of thinking that they have to know something about art, because you don't have to know anything about art. The truth of the matter is, what you like is good art. Just like food. If you swallow it, it's good food. If you spit it out, it's bad food. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks. So I urge everybody to experience things without any sense that they have to justify their opinion.
Now, you started, you mentioned, I think it's interesting, you mentioned with the self-portrait. I find that a lot of artists will do that later in their career because it can be tough to try to personify yourself or give yourself that kind of character. Did you find that hard? And what other forms of inspiration have guided your painting?
Well, I've had a New York Times #2 best-selling book that's now in 6 languages, and a second one's coming out. And I just find every day you wake up, life's a miracle. On its worst day, people may think that's corny, but it got me here. I find life extremely exciting, and I paint with a lot of color because I think that life should be vibrant. So I'm inspired by my heroes of the past. I can paint Jimi Hendrix, but I also want to paint flowers. I want to paint acrylic guitars. I do some really fabulous 2-inch thick acrylic pieces that are 3-dimensional, and they're still lifes of flowers and different kinds of things. So every day I wake up, I kind of look and figure, what am I going to do next? These Pumas,
I love them.
These came out about 2 weeks ago, 2 different styles, and they sold out internationally around the world next day. So again, do something you love doing, and somebody else is going to love it too.
Yeah, and you find your inspiration every day.
Every day.
Every day, something new.
As long as I'm looking down at the grass instead of up at it, it's a good day.
That is so true. Now tell me how your fans react to this other side of you.
I think my fans understand that I'm probably a little different than their typical cartoon or caricature of a rock star. I don't think there's anything that is uncool about being patriotic, loving your country, loving the military, family, children, having priorities in life. And if that makes me a sensitive guy, that's me.
Well, you know, let's talk about Kiss then for a moment. You guys are on your final tour here. How does that feel? I mean, this has encompassed your life in many ways. Of course, there's been many other branches that you've explored, but what is that feeling like?
I'm sure at some point it will become bittersweet, but it's a way of doing a victory lap and going out and thanking the people who've made us what we are with the biggest and most explosive show we've ever done. And we will go around the world thanking people and having one last time with them.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for all that you've contributed via KISS, via your artwork, and anything else that you're working on. Thank you so much for being with us.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Now, it was a long flight, so hopefully we can get something to eat now shortly. All right, so tonight from 6 to 9, we do want to mention here at the Wentworth Gallery at the King of Prussia Mall, and tomorrow night from 6 to 9 at the Wentworth Gallery at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. You can be able to meet Paul and have a chance to view or even purchase some of his artwork. So thanks so much again. You had some really special stuff.
I know.
There.
We gotta get the shoes.
Yeah.
We need a shoe cam.
I've
We
been
need like a.
I've been staring.
There you go. We need a shoe cam.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Back
you.
in a moment.